everyone. Today we are reading a story outside with some of my critters. Behind me I have some of my goats, and we have a kitty out here and some dogs. We've got it all ready to read the book. And we're going to read the story, A Tale of Two Beasts by Fiona Robertson. A Tale of Two Beasts, Part 1, The Strange Beast. I was walking home from Grandma's house through the deep dark woods when I spied a strange little beast. He was stuck up a tree and whining sadly. Feep, feep. So I decided to rescue him. I will call you Fang, I told him, and I wrapped him up warmly in my scarf and I carried him safely home. I gave him a lovely bath and a gorgeous new hat and sweater and a delicious bowl of fresh nuts. I made him a beautiful house and gave him Lord Rex to play with. I took him out for lots of long walkies to keep him fit and healthy, and I showed him off to all my friends who loved him nearly as much as I did. Ooh, ah, awesome, so cute. Bless you. But for some strange reason, the little beast did not look very happy. In fact, he was looking rather hot. I hope he's not sick, I thought. So I opened the window to cool him down. But then something terrible happened. He threw off his clothes and he leapt out of the window. Fang! Feep! And ran away as fast as he could, back to the deep, dark woods. Bless you, bless you. My gosh, Henry's sneezing behind me. I wanted to go look for him, but Mama had other plans. Dinner time. Ugh. Bath time. Bedtime. Grr. I couldn't sleep. I missed that little beast, and I wondered if I would ever see him again. But then a small, furry shadow appeared at the foot of my bed. The strange little beast had returned. He seemed quite pleased to me, and I began to think that maybe, just maybe, he wasn't that strange after all. So that was the little girl telling the story. I wonder why he came back. A Tale of Two Beasts, Part 2, The Terrible Beast. I was hanging from my favorite tree, singing happily to the birds, when I was ambushed by a terrible beast. Hey! Gruff! She growled at me, and then she tied me up, and then she carried me off to her secret lair. She made me disgustingly clean, and she dressed me up in a ridiculous hat and sweater and tried to make me eat squirrel food. She kept me in a tiny box with nothing for me to do and nowhere for me to hang. She made me walk backwards. She made me walk forwards and backwards again for no reason whatsoever. She showed me off to a herd of her even wilder beasts who were just as terrible as she was. I had had enough. I made a cunning plan and put it straight into action. A plus B equals freedom. Free once more. Woohoo! Gruff. I raced back to the deep dark woods before the terrible beast could catch me. was peaceful in the deep, dark woods. A bit too peaceful, perhaps. And also a bit wet. In weather like this, one could use a nice warm hat. Hello, Carl. Thank you. I snuck back to retrieve it under cover of darkness. The terrible beast was waiting for me. She seemed quite pleased to see me, and I began to think that maybe, just maybe, she wasn't so terrible after all. The end. I hope you enjoyed this book. This is one of my very favorites because I love that the little girl thinks she rescued him when the little beast really didn't want to be rescued. But then at the end, he figured out having a friend who cares for him, keeps him safe and warm, is just what he needed after all.